When I discovered my wife's affair, it wasn't through a dramatic confrontation or suspicious notification. It happened because of a small, careless mistake. One night, after my phone had died, I borrowed hers to call my mom. That's when I saw it. A message that made my stomach sink. Can't wait to see you again. Beautiful. Same hotel. The center was saved as Martin, a project lead. I opened the conversation and there it all was plain as day. Late night plans, photos, jokes about how her husband would never find out. Emma, the woman I trusted completely, was sleeping with a coworker. I sat in the dark for hours, scrolling through messages, feeling like the life I knew had quietly rewritten itself. But instead of exploding, a strange control calm washed over me. I didn't want a scene. They want revenge fueled by anger. I wanted them to feel consequences in a way sharper than any shouting could ever deliver. Humiliation delivered with precision. I tracked down Martin's wife, Olivia, through social media. A few clicks later, I had her contact. I didn't spill everything at first. I sent a careful, suggestive message. I think our spouses have been spending a lot of time together. Maybe we should talk. She replied within minutes. We met at a quiet cafe the next day, both pretending ignorance. When I showed her the thread, her face drained of color. She whispered that Martin had told her it was just work dinners. I nodded. She said she had been told the same. Sitting there, our shared shock slowly became an alliance. We talked for hours and a plan began to form. What if we let them see from the outside what betrayal really looks like? Olivia hesitated. Then a small, knowing smile appeared. You want me to be your date and let them find out? She asked. Exactly, I said. Not to seduce or hurt them physically, but to make them experience losing control of their lives. A week later, I booked a table for 4 at the upscale restaurant Emma and Martin favored. I made the reservation in my name, confirmed they'd be there through an overheard tip from a call on Emma's phone. That night, Olivia and I dressed to impress. She in a sleek black dress, me in a tailored suit. We walked in laughing and affectionate, deliberately loud enough to be noticed, heads turned, including the ones at the corner table. Emma went pale mid-bite. Martin's hands slipped away from hers. Olivia leaned toward me, voice carrying just enough of them to hear. You were right, Daniel. This place is perfect for our first real date. Emma's jaw tightened. I kept a composed smile, resting my hand lightly on Olivia's. My laughter sounded easy but deliberate. The waiter paused, puzzled, addressing their table. Would you like your usual wine, Mr. Martin? That small moment cracked everything open. Emma rose, storming toward us, voice shaking. Daniel, what is this? I looked at her calmly. A double date. You didn't think you were the only ones allowed to have one, did you? The restaurant went silent. Olivia met her husband's eyes with icy calm. Enjoy your meal, Martin. You'll need the energy for the explanations later. The manager tried to intervene, but I stood, dropped cash on the table, and said, We're done here. We left as whispers followed us down the stairs. Emma called after me. I didn't look back. For the first time, she understood what it felt like to be left watching someone walk away. Not in fury, but in quiet finality. Later, Olivia and I sat at a small bar with drinks. Words few, thoughts deep. Do you think they'll ever get it? She asked softly. I shrugged. Maybe, but it doesn't matter. They needed to see we could move on. Too. She smiled faintly. And for the first time, there was something beyond revenge, a sense of peace. Weeks later, Emma came to my apartment, tearful and apologetic, saying she had ended with Martin and wanted to fix things. I listened. Then I closed the door. You broke something you can't fix. I told her, walking away. I realized my plan hadn't been about hurting them. It had been about reclaiming my dignity. True revenge, I learned, isn't destruction. It's showing them they no longer have the power to destroy.